Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Hope you're doing well. So let's say today's problem, total count. So what the problem is saying is we'll be given an array of positive integers and a threshold value k for each element in the array. We have to divide the number into minimum number of small integers such that each divided integer is less than or equal to k. Compute the total number of these integers across all elements in the array. Okay. So what the problem is saying is what we want to do is we want to divide each element into small integers such that particular small integer needs to be less than or equal to k. For example, now this 5, right, it can be divided into how many number of ways? For example, 1 1 1 1 1, right? So each integer, if you can see here, right, it is less than k. Now what is the k here? K is 3. Okay, so this one is less than 3. So what is the other way which we can divide the number? 3 comma 2, right? Another way is what? 3 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1. Another way is what? 2 comma 2 comma 1, right? And another way is what? Is this possible? 4 comma 1. No, it is not possible because this number is greater than k. So this is not possible. But also the problem is saying is we want to divide the number into minimum set of numbers. Okay, into minimum number of small integers. So here, out of all these combinations, what are the minimum number of numbers basically? So it is this combination, right? That is 2. If you see here it is the number of integers are 3, right? Here the number of integers are 4. Here the number of integers are 5. So here the number of integers are 2. So this is a minimum set of integers basically. Okay. Okay, minimum set of numbers, right? It is 2 here. So we want to consider this particular instance. Okay. So here, if you see here, right? So here, for example, now what would be the answer here? So if you divide 5 in 5, if you divide 5 into 3 by 2, right? 3 and 2, 3 and 2. And another one is what? 8 can be divided into 3 comma 3 comma 2. 10 can be divided into 3 comma 3 comma 3 comma 1, right? 3 comma 3 comma 1. And here this one 3 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3 comma 1, right? So if you see, we want to take the sum of all these integers basically. So here it is 2, right? Here it is 3, here it is 4, and here it is 5. So what the answer, final answer will be 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what it is going to be 5, 14. 14 will be the answer if you see. So that's what the problem is saying is, that's what the ask is. Okay, now how can we do this? How can we solve this problem? Okay, so what we can do is the simple approach will be, so for example, whatever is a number, right? Whatever is a number. So let's also, yeah. So whatever is a number, for example, 5. So what we are going to do is we will divide each element in the array by k, basically. Okay, so if you divide by k, so what will be the dividend here? So dividend, it is going to be what? 3, 3 ones are, right? So dividend is going to be 3. So 3 ones are 3, and the remainder is going to be 2, right? Remainder is going to be 2. So here the dividend is 1. Okay. And let's say, for example, the element is 6 here. The element is 6. And if you divide by 3, right? So in this case, the dividend is going to be what? 2, right? 2, and the remainder is going to be 0. Okay. So the thing to observe here is, for example, if a certain element, if it is not divisible by k, right? If it is not divisible by k, wherein if you can see here, right, the remainder is not 0. So that means this is not directly divisible by k. Okay. So in this case, we are going to take the dividend. The dividend, for example, dividend is 1. And the the count of the remainder, which is always going to be 1, right? Which is always going to be the count, it is going to be 1. So here 1 plus 1, it is going to be 2. So if you see here, right, 5 is what? 5 is what? 3, it's a combination of 3 comma 2, right? So if you see here, we are going to take whatever is the dividend and the remainder count, which is 1. Okay. Okay. And this, the remainder, it is always going to be less than k. If we are dividing by k, right, it is always going to be less than k. So here, for let's take another example. So here, okay, let's take 8, right? If we divide by 3, so what the dividend is going to be? 3 twos are 6, right? Right, 3 twos are 6. Okay. And what will be the remainder? 2. So in this case, what we are going to take? We are going to take the dividend as answer, and the remainder count, which is going to be 1 on always, right? So it is going to be 3. So if you see, right, 8 also, 8 can be divided into what? It can be divided into 3 comma 3 comma 2, right? It can be divided, what, that's what we saw, right? 8 can be divided into 3 comma 3 comma 2. So if you see here, the count, it also coming as 3. 3, right? The count is also coming as 3. So what we did here was, so 8. 3 twos are, right? 3 twos are 6 plus the remainder, right? That's what it is, right? So 3, these 3 and the remainder 1. Okay. So in this way, we are going to do that. And for example, if it is completely divisible, like I said, right? If it is completely divisible, 3, right? 3 twos are 6, 0. So we're just going to take dividend in this case. For the number which is divisible, completely divisible by k, we are going to take the dividend itself. For the number which are not divisible by k, we are going to take the dividend, right? The dividend plus the remainder count. Okay. So this is the intuition behind solving the problem. I hope you've got the intuition. Okay, before going to the code, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel, like the video. Okay, thanks. So you will understand once we code. For example, it's simple, quite simple. So what we're going to do? We're going to iterate through the array. So first I'll show you the Java code followed by C++. Okay, plus plus I. Okay. Then what are we going to take here? Int answer equal to 0. So we'll take a dividend. Okay, arr of I divided by k. So this will give us our dividend. So here we are going to check if arr of I, if it is not divisible by k, right? If it is not divisible by k, then in that case we are going to take the dividend as I discussed, right? Plus the remainder count, which is going to be 1 and which is always going to be lesser than k. Else, if the number is divisible by k, then we simply we are going to take only the dividend, right, in the answer. Return answer. So that's what the solution is. I hope you've got the solution. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Let's quickly see. Let's compile. Yes, it's compiled. Let's submit. Yeah, the test cases seem to pass. Let's quickly see the C++ code. It's same, like I do not need to show anything additional here. It's the same. Okay. So here is the C++ code. I hope you've got the solution. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Have a happy, healthy, and a great day. Thank you so much.